Hey there, and welcome to the Partner Pulse, your quick hit of insight into how Intellistack and our partners are tackling real-world challenges together. I'm David Moeller, and joining me today is Darrin and Rushang from Hawksoft. Gentlemen, we've got a quorum today. There's two people interviewing guests for the first time in the Partner Pulse. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna hit four rapid-fire questions and then get out of here. Does that sound good, fellas?
Sounds great. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having
Excellent.
us.
Thank you for being here. All right. Question number one. Whoever wants to can take this one. Let's just get the basic elevator pitch on Hawksoft.
Sure. Yeah. Hawksoft is an agency management system platform for managing insurance agency customers. It's custom built for the insurance industry, so it has all of the insurance accord forms built into it. We received carrier downloads from over 600 carriers, and it's one of those platforms that's super user friendly and easy to learn. And then it comes along with amazing industry renowned service. Um, if you need help, Hawksoft is here to help you once you're a customer. So we're super proud of where we've come over the last 30 years and looking to go forward for more.
That's fabulous. And I believe from our talks in the pre-conference, represented in almost every state in the country. So well done, you.
Yeah.
Um, let's talk about a favorite kind of joint customer success story or a fun use case that Hawksoft and Intellistack work on together.
Sure. Yeah. So in the insurance agency, it's really obviously getting signed documents is going to happen every single day. As a sample use case, I'm binding an auto policy for a customer that is out of my geographical region. They can't really come to the office. They need to be able to send that document over to the customer for signature, have that signed and returned so it can be posted back into the Hawksoft management system. And it is super easy. It's a right click with your mouse and a send to e-signature, and then just follow the instructions from there. And then that signed document's returned via email. And then it's a simple drag and drop back into Hawksoft at this point.
That's great. So what I'm hearing is my insurance agent that's making me drive to Long Beach for a wet signature every time I re-up my car insurance needs to get on the Hawksoft platform. Is that correct?
That sounds right.
That's great.
And that's what I'll add to that, David, is it's becoming more and more a requirement to business. Some of these business tools, I mean, we don't think of email as an option anymore. And more e-signature is in that same category where it's no longer an option to an insurance agent. When they think of a platform like Hawksoft that allows them to bring sanity to their workplace and their staff to run, it's the operating system that they live in for 8 hours a day.
Sure.
It's now a prerequisite for the management system. You have to have the capability for someone to sign, irrespective of where they are geographically. So,
Sure, sure. I mean, just think about driving efficiency, right? It's quicker than someone driving to a physical location.
right.
It's more reliable than a fax. I mean, I think people would be shocked at how many industries are still relying on those old technologies. So to
Hmm.
hear that insurance is really leading the way in digital transformation is great because it's going to make the end users' lives a lot easier. I want to kind of expand upon what we're talking about. Uh, so when you think about Hawksoft and Intellistack in our partnership, what I would posit is that you guys are bringing this comprehensive horizontal agency management platform, and the Intellistack piece is we're just providing a little bit of tech into that stack to provide the e-signatures. Is that a fair way to characterize the relationship, fellas?
I would think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that last mile, I mean, this is an analogy from the days when they were laying down fiber for internet, if you remember. It's the last mile connection to your home. And this is like the analogy is clear in my mind. We can do so much in the management system, but you really need that signature. It's that last mile. And without connecting that last mile, the entire experience kind of fails. And so I think you're absolutely right. It's a very surgical solution that does one or two things really well, but it's so key to the entire customer experience, the insured experience in this case, that you need it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think what I would then characterize that as like we've got great complementary tech that are really providing value to that end user. We talked about the efficiency, we talked about the time savings, just the sanity, right? It's a lot easier to conduct everything within your platform than pulling up an email, rolling up, a couple other SaaS products to get this done. It sounds like Hawksoft, you're able to accomplish all these tasks completely in-house.
Right.
That's correct. Yep.
Correct. All right, guys. Well, the fourth question is, you guys are experts in the insurance industry. We just turned the clock before the call. We were talking about what we got into over Christmas and New Year's. It is 2026. This is our first live episode of the new year. What are some things that you guys are seeing in your industry or more broadly in technology that you're predicting for 2026? I mean, AI has been a big buzzword, but anything that you guys are seeing in your industry specifically?
I think that we're really seeing more and more that folks are looking for a stack of options, and that's really where the partner integrations come in. And I think it's going to continue over the next couple of years, or even beyond, as more folks come in to offer additional services. We want to be able to integrate with those so that we can kind of keep everything flowing together. These partners that do things that Hawksoft can't. And these are where we're closing those gaps. And by using the tight integration, it just makes it seamless and easier for the users. You did mention that AI is obviously a huge buzzword. We're seeing a lot of folks spinning up AI companies and AI receptionists for the insurance agents. I think we're going to continue to see more and more of those. And of course, price sensitivity with those growing stacks. Every time you need to add another partner, you're looking at another monthly bill or another annual bill. So the fact that we've been able to keep the e-signature pricing in a nice place for our users as they're continuing to add additional stacks really just adds value to this partnership that we have with Intellistack. So I think that's great. You want to add anything else there, Rushang?
No, I think to build off what you're saying, I'm seeing, with the 10-year lens here, there's been a dramatic shift in the type of consumer that exists. When we say an agency, there's been a change in expectation. They used to buy a management system as a software product. And to Darrin's point, it's no longer a software product, it's a platform. And they are building a stack. So it's not just the management system that's helping them run their operations. It's a number of other solutions that surround that management system. And together, that InsurTech stack allows them to run. That discussion didn't exist 10 years ago. APIs didn't exist 10 years ago. And so we have a more educated, more nuanced, more tech forward insurance agency operations today that didn't exist 10 years ago. And the second big change that I'm seeing is we're now in an era where most of the people coming into the insurance industry or taking over as principals or agency office managers, they have grown up in an environment where CRM always existed.
Sure.
And, whether it was the early days of Salesforce or they've been around CRM technology. And so now we're seeing this a little bit of a shift from the 100% insurance agent that was focused on servicing and retention of a policy to the sales side. They're getting more innovative on the sales side. How do I draw people in? How do I establish my brand? How do I become an influencer in the niche? Maybe I'm doing commercial in a particular niche. How do I become an influencer there? So they're more conscious of the sales side of insurance and not just the service side. And that combination, I think, makes them really, really unique.
Yeah, that's an interesting concept of like the CRM native. You talk about the generations of the kids that grew up with the internet and the cell phone. They're going to be more proficient at using it, and the younger folks coming in that have always lived in the world of CRM are obviously going to be pretty stellar in navigating that. Another thing you guys both mentioned was kind of building that stack. I think what we saw after COVID was a lot of point solutions that would have like a very small niche fix. And what Hawksoft is doing is really building out an integrated platform that works within that stack. So everything's talking to one another. Because if you have, 10 SaaS solutions, you're getting enterprise level spend without necessarily an enterprise level product. So what
Yeah.
you guys are doing is kind of putting the whole package together with your partner integrations as well, and making everything as smoothly as possible. And then for the internal users, you only have to learn that small stack that is doing everything for you. So, gentlemen, this has been a fantastic discussion. I look forward to talking more with you guys. But long story short, if you are an agency that is looking for a horizontal agency management platform that can do your e-signature all in product, I think Hawksoft and Intellistack are the people you want to talk to. So, Darrin, Rushang, thank you so much for stopping by today. This has been an illuminating discussion. And to all the folks at home, we'll see you next Tuesday for a brand new episode of the Partner Pulse. Thanks, fellas. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for
Thanks
having
for
me.
having us. Really appreciate it.
Cheers.